Hello everyone, my name is Steve Sun, so welcome to my channel again. So this is a video that I have been asked a lot by my friends, family, relatives, connections. They have been asking me, how do I pass the salesperson exam, just like you, for real estate, so that I can be an agent and realtor to help my friends and family. So I've decided to put up this video and show you folks how I did that. First, please keep in mind that I'm in the state of California. So all of the steps and procedures that I laid out in this video applies to California only, but the same principles apply to a different state or even country. So with that in mind, let's talk about eligibility first. Number one, you have to be over 18 years old. So no matter how talented, how smart, how eager you are to help your clients, you have to be over 18 years old. If you are 13, 14, 16, 17, you're not going to be eligible. So with that said, if you are an adult, if you are over 18 years old, let's continue. Number two is that you have to take 3 courses. 2 of them are pre-selected, which means that you cannot pick. You cannot do not study them. That is real estate principles, and the second one is real estate practice. These 2 classes are, for whatever reason, you have to take them. And for the 3rd class, it's optional, which means that you can pick from a long list of options that you can choose. For me, I picked this one, real estate finance. There are other classes like real estate law or whatever. You pick the one that you are interested. That's second. So to take the courses, there are mainly 2 routes. Number one is that you go online. There are tons of numerous online course providers. You just Google, say, in the state real estate license, pre-license education requirements, and type in your state, for example, California or Delaware, North Carolina. Lots of them will show up. Second route is you go to a traditional in-person class, which is the route that I take. I really appreciate that. So let's talk about the pros and cons of the 2 different routes. So for online classes, apparently you can tell you can take the classes anytime during the day or any day during the month you want, as long as it's convenient for you. You don't worry about anything else, right? That's the pro. Also, I heard it could be a little bit cheaper if expense is your concern as well. But I want to talk about traditional and in-person classes, which I took. I really appreciate that. The reason I'm grateful for that is that you get the networking opportunity, either with your fellow students, your fellow classmates, or even your instructor. For me, I went to Goodview Financial and Goodview Real Estate and Financial. My instructor, Ben Jiang, he's really an awesome instructor. He has over 25 years of real estate experiences in the San Francisco Bay Area. I believe not only me, all of my fellow students learned a ton of real life experiences from the class. And also, I think I get to network with him and also other fellow classmates. And also, you get to meet some very ambitious classmates. So I would recommend go to a traditional in-person. Of course, your time is limited. So for me, I have to go there every Saturday. Every Saturday morning, we spend a whole day over there. You cannot do over the night during a weekday. You cannot do that. So either way, you have to make a decision to attend the classes. And after you finish all 3 classes, you will be issued 3 certificates. With those 3 certificates in hand, now we go to step 3, which is you have to go to the internet and search RE Form 400A. That is, RE stands for real estate. RE 400A. Just Google it. For the state of California, it's RE 400A. For a different state, it might vary. And then you have to write a check with your name. And for us, it's California State Department of Real Estate. And then your 3 certificates, which you get from the accredited institution or the online course provider. You fill everything out, package everything into one envelope and mail it out to your state of real estate, your state department of real estate. And from this time on, I think I recall it took me a couple weeks before I just constantly check my bank, say when my check is being cashed out. which is a good sign, which means the State Department of Real Estate is started to process your application. And then from that time on, a few weeks out, I believe it's a couple weeks, and then I get an email in my inbox saying, okay, now you're eligible to schedule out your exam in the location that you pick. For me, I pick Oakland because I'm in San Jose. Oakland is the closest exam location for me. And then, so the strategy for me is that after I received the form, after I received the email notification from State Department of Real Estate, I scheduled 1 month out. So the reason I do that is that I'd like to focus this 1 month, 4 weeks of time to fully dedicate myself into studying. So what I do is that I spend at least 1 hour, at a minimum 1 hour per workday in the night to study for these classes. And then during the weekend, I spend at least 4 or 6 hours per weekend. No, per weekend day. That means Saturday, 6 hours, Sunday, 6 hours to study for this class. I mean, it's really worthwhile to study all of every single aspect, every single word that you're not familiar with during this time. It's really fruitful. You learn all of these things because at the end of the day, you have to be a realtor out in the field, help your clients, your buyers, your sellers, your tenants, whatever, to help them do their business, right? You really want to educate yourself, set yourself up to be a successful realtor. That's what I need to do. That's what you need to do as well. So I'll give you guys 2 pro tips. Number 1 pro tip is that you really need to form, there are a lot of, so number 1 pro tip is that there are a lot of crash courses out there on the internet. So, but for me, since I picked the traditional in-person classes, my instructor, his school, he taught so many classes already, so many students, actually a lot of top agents in the Bay Area are from his class. So he has established the crash courses by himself already. So we get all of these crash courses basically for free after you pay the tuition. So that was very helpful. So whether you need to sign up to get additional crash courses, it's up to you. But I feel that's very helpful for me. Number 2 pro tip is that you form a small study group. Keyword, small. It needs to be small. It cannot go over 5 people in this small study group. If it's over 5, you don't really get a chance to make your voice heard. Say, if I don't understand this question, can we talk about this? Dive deep into this? No, you don't get the opportunity. For me, I formed a small group of 3 people. All 3 of us, we met in the class, in the in-person classroom, we met. Okay, we think we really like each other. We formed this small study group of 3 people. So we meet every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, in the Starbucks or whatever. You pick a place. We just block our time, the whole day, the whole weekend to study. So if you have any questions, just ask. If sometimes none of 3 of us could understand it, and then we mark it, we'll try to understand it, discuss it. Even we'll try to give a call to our instructor to figure that out. That really helped us, and in the end, all 3 of us passed the exam for the very first time. Oh, okay, last pro tip, bonus tip, which is before you check out, before you pick either online or in-person traditional class, your course provider, make sure that you log into this website. Can you see it? Make sure you log into this website, which is http://secure.dre.ca, which is in the state of California. Otherwise, for other states, you can just Google online, .gov, and then public ASP/CE statutory.asp. Put this website on your browser and see, type your course provider's name. See whether this course provider has been accepted, accredited by your State Department of Real Estate before you check out and pay the tuition. So that make sure that you don't waste your precious time and money there. All right, that's all for this video. In the next episode, we'll talk about how you can become a successful realtor. See you guys next time. Thank you.